friend Eng from Girl Kids. Today I'm going to share with you a topic that is dear to my heart, which is spending one on one time with your child. And why is it important? Let me ask you a question. How many of you, as parents, regularly spend one on one time with your child or children? Nowadays, with so much commitment that we have, work, children's activities, other family social and commitments, it's very hard to even fit in that special quality time by the end of the day for your children. But let me share some thoughts with you why it is important if to make some time for your child or children. And with conscious commitment, you can do that. Let me share a personal story with you why I personally believe that it's such an important part of parenting that one on one time should be incorporated. When I was in high school, I normally come back around lunchtime. I would meet my grandma at home for lunch. And it's like a daily routine that we would have lunch together and we would have our chat. And very often, I would tell her about my day at school, funny, silly, sometimes really sad and upsetting. And we talked about it. And if it's something silly, we would laugh ourselves silly. But if it's something really sad and upsetting, she would impart her wisdom, onto me and just tell me whether what I'm worrying about was warranted. So after this little chat, I normally felt really good and totally forgotten about my worries and everything. So we did that for all my high school years, and my dear grandma passed away 2 years ago at the age of 100. And until today, those lunchtime chat is one of the most important part of my growing up, where I felt that I had somebody to talk to. She was my sounding board. She was my the person that I would go to should I have any questions. Not that I don't talk to my parents, but she was somebody that I could connect to very well. So that is why I felt very um, strongly um, about some quality one-on-one time as part of our parenting process is really important. And if we make conscious commitment to create that time for our kids, it can be done. Let me share some tips with you how you can find the time to do that. If you're a full-time working parent, it's tough. You work from morning till night. But if you consciously aware that make like 5 to 10 minutes every day from take the time to ring your children and ask about their day. Just have a chat, about their day, how they're doing. It's important that no, you're there and you care. And point number two is breakfast time is one of the most important meal time of the day. So if you have um, make some conscious commitment whereby the family members should sit together, or just get your one-on-one time with one of your children and just have a chat with them, just 2 minutes, chat about what's happening in their day, what are they planning. Just be as a sounding board, so at least they know you're there, you care, you're interested in what they're doing. Point number three, if you're ever driving your kids to school or driving them to an after school event or activities, that's the best time to open up a conversation. There's nowhere for them to go except to talk. Talking in the car is the most relaxing. The way you do it is you start the conversation by telling them about your day, how you feel about it, whether you had a good or bad day, and ask them in return, how was their day. So if you start opening up, they will follow suit. Another point is if you have a child with a special interest, be part of their interest, share the interest with them. Just giving you an example. If your child is very interested in dogs, for example, and you don't have a dog at home. So what you're gonna do? Um, Consider visiting a dog shelter. You know, the drive up there is good, and by taking the dog out and for a casual walk, it's the best time of all. Just open up the conversation, and not only you share the quality time together, you also involve into something that your child value and cares about. So that's another point as well. The other point I want to share is make your children as a priority. If they should ever need you, drop everything that you're doing and be there for them. Sometimes we tend to pay some more emphasis on things that are not important. For example, like laundry, ironing, cleaning. Those things are not important. They will be there every day and any day. Even if you finish it today, they'll be there the next day. So if your child ever needs you, if they have any worries, if they have something urgent that requires your attention, just make it a priority to be there. So I hope that those points are good starting point for you to consider. Finally, I would like to add that this is an age of multimedia and social media. Your children tend to spend quite a lot of time online. They will have existing friends online. At the same time, they will make new friends online. If we are not there for our child or children, if they feel that there is no one that they could share or connect to at home, there is a potential that they will find somebody to talk to or listen to online. And this is quite worrying for some parents and is pretty undesirable. So I urge your parents to make it your business that you are the one that they come to talk about their issues, their worries, their success, to share with you their success. And face to face talking with them is the most important and ultimate thing that you would like to do as a parent. So I hope this segment is something that would enable you to consider to create a one on one time with your children. Enjoy the segment, and I'll see you next week.